Yeah, welcome back. Yes, Avinash. So inquiry is the process where you are not concluding anything. You are not concluding anything. You are open to the newer progression, newer revelation. At any point, maybe so-called you have achieved your success. Then also you are trying to reveal the next step, then the next step, then the next step. This is what is inquiry. When you term something as problem or something as solution, in both the cases, it is not an inquiry. Because what is the fact? The fact is, even after you find a solution of a problem, life never stops. Does it?
Yeah.
It never. So the kind of solution that you are identifying right now will evolve to something else in the next moment.
Okay.
That's the fact. And identifying this fact is the inquiry. Identifying this fact is the inquiry. Then again, the same goes for the problem, a difficulty, a chaos, whatever we term, a situation we are terming as a chaos, as a problem. The nature of anything in this universe is changing.
Yeah.
The core nature, the primary nature is the change, which is going to happen. So the problem that you are perceiving right now will not remain problem on its own. You need not to do anything. On its own, it will be something else. It will change its phase. So identifying this aspect is inquiry. Yeah, there was some questions, I think.
Okay.
So inquiry is always within. Yes. So here, what we need to identify, as we understood on the part 1 of the workshop, that healing, natural healing is very much obvious in any organism. Any problem, when it is there, that will be repaired on its own if we do not block the natural capability, the natural movement of the organism. The same way as the natural healing is an innate capability characteristic of an organism, similar way in an organism, the inquiry is also a natural movement. It's a part of the natural movement, naturally occurring, unless we block it. Yeah, Shilpi, please go on.
So, is it that when we inquire about something, that is when we look at, we understand different aspects of that situation? Is that and on an ongoing basis? That is my first part. Is that inquiry? Is that right?
Without concluding.
Going
without
on,
concluding. So it is
finding
not
different aspects or different ways of looking at the situation without concluding. And
so it is not about understood. It is always, it is not about understood a situation. It is always understanding the situation. Yeah.
So then is it that when we do that, on doing that itself, the problem is that what you are suggesting, that the problem is likely to dissolve?
As a byproduct, it happens. Eventually, you will identify that. But then again, that's not the goal of the inquiry. That, okay, I am inquiring because I want to see that problems are dissolving on its own.
So what is the the goal?
No.
There's no goal because it's an innate capability to do it. Innate, spontaneous.
What we are identifying is a fact of change. The problem that we are identifying as a problem is going to change Eventually, you want it or don't want it. Are you able to identify this one?
So we are observing how the problem is changing.
Yeah.
So also naming something as a problem itself is an idea, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
if we are always inquiring, I don't think there will be any issue or any problem.
Yeah.
We are
Neither
just
an
flowing with
excitement of solution nor a
Yes.
depression of a problem.
yes, yes.
And that's how it is being claimed that it is the end of suffering. If we start inquiry, then there is no suffering in life at all.
Mhm.
So in life, if there is any challenge, you would not acknowledge that that is a hurdle right now, and you would. Why would that be an idea to call it a problem?
This morning, I and Muntaj was playing. We're playing with ants. Ants. There is a line of ants.
Mhm.
So we were putting some stone, some piece of wood, some leaves, and the flow of the chain of the uh, ants were just crossing it as if it was not. We don't know what is going on inside, but it was not considering a stone or a leaf as problem, but it was just moving on its own as it was moving on the ground. Are you able to identify what I mean here, Vinam?
Yeah.
So any situation is just a situation. The moment we term that this is a challenge, this is a problem, that means there is some idea from the background pushing us to conclude that this is a problem. Otherwise, the situation is just a situation. And if we do not,
Can you repeat? Can't hear you.
is it?
Your voice is breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, could not hear you in the last few bits. If you can please repeat.
I got the password from the neighbor fiber connection. I'm using that. Am I audible?
Yes.
They're benevolent enough to share the password, seeing my situation that for a month I cannot go for a fiber connection. So that's why we are able to communicate. Last week it was very patchy network. Yeah. So what I was saying is a situation is just a situation. Is just a situation. When we term that as a challenge,
Mhm.
whatever the situation may be, the moment we term it as a challenge or a problem, that means what is playing in the background is some idea of challenge, some idea of problem that is reflecting in our mind, and we started identifying this situation as a problem. Are you able to understand? Yeah.
Do you mean that it's our concept that we think everything as a challenge, or it's our thought?
Yeah. Maybe borrowed idea, borrowed thought,
Yeah.
or some kind of evolved thought by ourselves, identifying this situation as a problem. Otherwise, innately, a situation is just a situation.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever
Yeah,
it could be.
so-
It could be
yeah.
some near and dear death, or my illness, or whatever. The situations are evolving. We end up terming this as a problem or the solution. Yeah,
Yeah,
Binal,
so
you
if-
wanted to say? Yeah, please, Rashi. please
Yeah,
go ahead.
actually, I was just like, imagining the line of ants could be line of human beings.
Yeah.
And the moment you put in a stone,
Hmm.
human beings will run off, thinking it's a big challenge.
Yeah, because of a lot of ideas. Like
Ideas,
action-wise, there
exactly.
was no change in the line of ant. They were just going over the stone and then again going other side. Or if going over the stone is not possible, then they're just making a circle and then again continuing the journey. Yeah, Vinal, you were saying something?
So if there is, I call a situation a challenge, then that means that there is an idea that is making it seem like a challenge. And then if I question the idea, then it just becomes a situation back again. Like,
Yeah, normal situation. Like when you just inquire the source from where you are getting this definition that this is a problem. When you inquire into it, from where it is coming, why am I trying to identify this situation as a problem or a challenge? What is the root cause of it? When you just put a torch there, okay, let me check, kind of. It's just searching. It's the searching the source from where this has come to my mind. The moment you put a torchlight, put a searchlight, the conclusion that you are making, because that particular idea has become your belief, and that belief pushed you to identify this situation as a problem. Now, the moment you put that searchlight, that belief gets dissolved with this question, because question and belief both cannot stay, inquiring question, both cannot stay together. Yeah, Silpi, you're saying something.
I was saying something, actually thinking something similar to what you are saying. We are able to distract ourselves from the sensation which is coming at that moment, to actually look at different perspectives, and that part of it probably is taken away from being able to distract from the ideated sensation. Is it so? I mean,
as a byproduct again, like it was not the goal to distract yourself, but it was just the inquisition that is it the same that I am trying to conclude? What it is there inside? Let me check. Let me check it further. With this initiative itself, as a byproduct, the belief will be dissolved. Intellectually,
yes.
Are you able to identify this? May not be
Yes.
experientially right away.
So I actually wanted to ask something slightly more on a physical ground. While I understand intellectually again from the pain and suffering perspective, but of late my mother's also been having these asthma bouts. The weather in that, you know, the rains are happening, and every evening she's getting this asthma bout, and I've been trying to think about it, that, you know, and she's ending up taking inhaler because it's just you know, it doesn't get okay on its own. So I've been thinking that when somebody is in a lot of pain, while I've begun to understand this pain and suffering, the difference between the two, or say something like this, the breathlessness, you know, so I've been trying to think that what is it that one should be inquiring on if one is keen to do, to actually you know, to actually kind of at least mellow it down, if at all.
This bargaining of the goal, you know, this bargaining of the goal
I knew you will say this. Yes.
is not an inquiry. We cannot continue with inquiry with a goal whatsoever. First conclusion, if you look at this recording, first conclusion you made that the state is not going to change, is not changing. That's why she had to take the medicine that she is taking. So when we resort to anything as solution, such as medicine, that time there is a belief that works, that it's stagnated, it's not going to change. But the fact is, it's changing. It's changing. Unless we block it, it's changing, always changing. So the change is there. Now, whichever way, am I ready to go to the other side of the expectation? Am I okay to go in that direction or not? That's the question. Before we rekindle the inquiry, it's an obvious question that we need to ask, that am I okay if whatever I am expecting, if just the opposite happens? What is my state of being if just the opposite happens to my expectation?
So you mean that if what is it that happens? She needs to think what is it that happens.
The inquirer.
If
the inquirer.
that's it,
Yeah.
as a person going through it,
Yeah.
if it doesn't get okay.
The fear of death is the primary reason due to which we resort to such separations as medicines and all. So now, fear of death, when we start perceiving death fragmenting from life, death is a part of life. It's a maturation of life. When we understand this at the deeper level, then the mature death happens, not a premature death, obviously. Yeah, Avinash, you raised hand, then you lowered it. Yeah, please.
Yeah. So, I mean, the process of inquiring has to be natural right now, because we are very new to this concept.
It is natural. It is natural. It is just we block conventionally with the beliefs, but it is natural. It is there since we are born. It is there. Yeah.
Sir,
But now that we have been a part of this system for
Belief.
right. So we have this pre-notions and all those things, right? So how do we get into that flow of natural inquiry right now? I mean, to be honest, it is becoming like a conscious inquiry, right? And that itself is becoming more like a loop.
Yeah.
So that's the question.
Absolutely. And there is a chance of getting fixated about it, as you said.
Yes. Right.
So here, what we need to be observant is about the conclusions. This is a simple task. About the conclusions of our life. Where all conclusions we have made. Conclusions, how to identify conclusion? When you identify any conclusion, you need to identify that this is happening here in the physiological domain. All the conclusions are actually in the physiological domain.
Okay.
Yeah. So the conclusions means a lot of load on the physiological domain. And these conclusions actually include the neurological domain also. So there is a vicious cycle, the vicious cycle that we discussed in the workshop, the perception and sensation vicious cycle. That without any external input, we keep on depleting our own energy. So all
Sir,
bits and pieces of conclusion. Yes, Dr. Dubey, please.
Sir, a few weeks ago, I encountered one situation in my family. My mother underwent this diarrhea episodes, 15-20 episodes in a day.
Okay.
And yes, she was continuing with 2 days, 3 days. On second day, my elder brother came to me and he was angry like anything. You are a doctor. Why you are not doing something? Why you are not giving some medicine? Abhi tak inko diarrhea aur abhi tak theek ho jana chahiye, something like that. I said nothing will happen to her, and I came down and I tried to make my mother understand these are the waste which is coming out. Wait for one more day, it will be okay, fine, don't worry. And at my physiological level, there was no sensation at all. My elder brother was angry like anything. Scolded me continuously, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, क्या हो, क्या डॉक्टर हो, कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो, मदर मर जाएगी उसके बाद इलाज करोगे, something like that. And there was no physiological sensation at my level. I came down.
If I may
I
ask
tried-
you, sir, if I may ask you
Yes, sir.
that अगर आपके मदर मर जाती तो
Sir, I was continuously watching and monitoring the parameters, blood pressure, blood sugar, pulse,
नहीं,
and
अगर मर
everything
जाती फिर भी
I was
अगर मर
watching.
जाती
Sir,
फिर भी
Sir,
अगर मर
that
जाती तो
is the natural way. We cannot. Yes. This
are
is
you
this
able
situation may
to
happen with
identify?
anyone in the
yes,
family.
yes.
Yes. This is prime.
So what is
And
your
anything
inward
happening-
processing of that situation that
Yes.
will actually enable you to identify what is inquiry here?
Yes. Even that thing came in my mind. Yes, that it may be today, it may be tomorrow. That will come. We cannot
So-
change. As
So
you
what
as
you have
talked of-
identified that diarrhea is a process of detoxifying an individual
Yes,
by the body.
by
So-
the body.
So what you have identified is a fact. Now,
Yes.
while doing this, body also may die.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So there is no denial to that, right? Yeah.
I cannot deny. And already when you are depleted of your vital energy, you
Yeah.
cannot stop your death. No one can stop.
Yes.
Even any pathy cannot stop the death.
So
that-
assurance that she will be all right for sure
Yes.
is an exaggeration, what I identify. But
Really?
but definitely the
but-
fact,
but-
the primary
Yes,
fact.
the fact was that.
Yeah.
But for assurance of family members, don't worry. For sure, she will be okay in few days. For their assurance and the things.
So
were
can we
coming
bring a
in
may there?
That
Can we
my
bring a
inner-
may there? Can we bring a
Yes.
may there? That
may there.
she may be
Definitely.
okay in few days because her body is detoxifying,
Yes, sir.
which is very much natural to bring back the homeostasis. So she may be okay in few days.
Yes, sir.
Great. Right. What else? Silpi is laughing.
So in that, the first situation that you had taken about the inquiry being blocked by someone else's question,
Yes.
and
yes.
that not being an inquiry. So that person had also proposed another situation which was akin to this one, wherein if there are students in the classroom and one student's pace of learning is different from the other person, and the teacher is repeating the proposal, but the one who has grasped it, for that person it is very perhaps boring to kind of keep the going on with the repetition or the doubts of the other kids. Now if that person is inquiring and the person who's already got the teacher's proposal and is in the inquiry mode, what would that student be thinking when the other kids are still catching up to the proposal? Would that mean that the other person's, what would be that child's inquiry going on? That
Yes.
what
First-
is that obstacle that is not allowing this child to understand the proposal? Would that
Yes.
how would that be?
Yes, it's an idea in that child that she has to cover the syllabus. She has to learn this particular chapter. These all ideas are overpowering that child for her that kind of disturbance. What she was experiencing, that okay, I understood this topic, but the next topic I want to understand, because there is a rushness to complete a syllabus, complete a goal, due to which this individual is impatient to reach that goal, which was actually borrowed, which was imposed on that child, that you have to complete the syllabus. The typical syllabus is that it's a pressure on the child.
No, what if the child doesn't have that load of completion or the rushness to finish any syllabus, but it's just that the pace is different at which the child is learning vis-a-vis the other kids who are in the class.
Yeah, what we are missing here is learning a chapter and learning as a whole. The missing link here is the learning a chapter. When that child is focused on the learning of that chapter only, then it is not learning. It is grasping some stipulated syllabus. The learning as a whole is learning about that situation also, that the paces are different. This also is a part of learning. Learning is not a fragmentation of the whole. If we talk about that specific chapter understanding as learning, then we are missing it. We are missing the whole unity of learning. Yeah. I think Sahil raised hand. Yeah, Sahil, please.
Yeah, so I think after coming back, from the workshop, from the experience that we had, I was just conversing with children,
Yes.
with my kids, and you see, there was like a lot of questions that they were posing in, and is it something like the inquiry is with children, is it more
Yes,
in a way?
yes. With children, the knack of inquiry is very evident. Just that they don't have the capability to inquire, the potentiality, because neurons are still growing. With the physical maturation, the neural potentiality is lacking a bit. It's not that completely absent, but they cannot process the way a matured person, like the same person, when she will be matured and grown up, she will be processing it, inquiring it far more effectively. But the knack or the inclination, we were actually exploring the word on knack, if you remember.
Correct,
the inclination of inquiry is very much natural in Homo sapiens. Primarily,
Correct.
Homo sapiens do have this. Yes. In
Right. So,
children,
the way we started, was with the five senses. The yes and no that we discussed. Rejection and acceptance or not acceptance thing, right?
Yes.
So they were very curious about. Light. Eyes went very smoothly, very evidently. They could understand the source
Identify.
of light
Yeah.
versus the other aspect, and they themselves said, "Oh, video games and computer video watching." That is something that is okay. So they concluded somewhere they were this thing with that in their mind. The sense of taste was also very much evident, and very much like they were like, okay, so any change in the modification in the food is like we will not be able to have a natural voice, or we will not be able to say no to any modified stuff. So that also seeped in very well. Smell was like, okay, there was no much content or something on smell. Ear, sound was also a little ambiguous, like how do we say that this is naturally sound. So that was like, out of the five senses, these two were very prominent, which was eyes, the sense of sight and the sense of taste. Yeah, so these were very much you would say that there was so much to talk about, but the other three were like, okay, little ambiguous. So if you could just shed some light on them, like what exactly telling something that, okay, skin, let's say soft is acceptable or hard is not acceptable. So that for them to understand, they said, okay, but then we have hard things that which are like a pencil is there, or book is like hard.
Pricking,
Yeah.
anything pricking on the skin will be painful.
Okay, but hard, that was pricking. Okay.
Yeah, rough. The word was rough. Soft and rough. Soft and rough. So a soft cloth piece, putting on the skin is
Right.
very acceptable.
Okay.
But you take a thorn or something, maybe a comb,
Okay.
scratching, it will be leaving a scratch mark, which is
Okay.
unacceptable. That's the skin.
Right. So
Then,
maybe,
yeah.
I mean, that is like, with the other two senses, we were like more towards nature, but these, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Even in
roughness.
nature also, like just with your hand also, you can just put your hand like this and another like this. Rough and soft will be identified. The skin rejection will be very much
Correct.
clear. And
Okay.
same,
So, but then, okay, but there was no next level, like, in terms of eating or in terms of this, there were so many layers and levels that, so a lot of inquiry happened with that. But with these senses, I was like, okay, maybe I'm not, maybe speaking the right language. So that was like, okay, maybe I'll just share,
yeah, yeah. What is
maybe
the
I'll
age
get some
group?
inputs.
What is the age group?
8 year and 9 year.
8 and 9. Your own children you are talking about.
Yes, correct, correct.
Okay. And regarding sound, it's very much obvious. I have observed in children, this is you just speak to a louder voice, they will just put their hands like this.
Okay, so two of them are there. One will put the hand and the other one will dance.
No, dance on the rhythm. Without rhythm, if it is a loud sound,
Okay.
how one would dance? DJ is that when the loud sound is clubbed with the rhythm, then one would dance. Just loud sound is irritating, irrespective of the individual, unless heavily blocked. Natural response will be a rejection.
All right. So is it, I mean, if we look at a converse way, is it that on the two senses, we modified a lot on sense of light, I mean, sense of sight and the taste? Is that the two things that we as human race have done a lot of work and modifications so that we have so much to talk about, but the other senses,
Could
maybe
be that
we have
way,
not
because
done.
our experiences are more in the sight and the taste that way. And the age group that you are talking about, for them, the food and the mobile these days are very prominent.
Correct.
That's why they could relate to that easily, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of things, I mean, discussions are happening.
Are revealing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great. Thanks. Keep on sharing these, Sahil.
Sure.
Yeah. Hi, Basabdi. Good evening. Rahul, good evening. Pratibha, good evening. Yeah, Basabdi, any point? Anything? Any new revelation in life?
No, just listening.
No, otherwise, not from this conversation. Otherwise, if you have something to share.
All right,
No, not today.
Okay. Yeah, Sahil, please go on.
Yeah.
We have
So
3 minutes.
you would not. I mean, this is little something that which I didn't think of, but I mean, this kid said so. The toothpaste that we are using, that is also modified to get the taste that we get. So is it like natural or modified? So that was the thing. So
It's modified, obviously. What is the objective of brushing the teeth?
yeah, so that has become like a fixation.
Ritual.
I mean,
Ritual.
when a ritual or a habit, as we call it. So
Yeah.
I mean, so these are like maybe this looks. I mean, maybe we can inquire and we can do, but then for the outside world, this may be a very sudden, a change or
They don't brush.
maybe. Yeah, you're not brushing in the morning, so that
Yeah,
would
I
be
think
like
Anshu can throw some light, because just a couple of weeks back we had a conversation on this. Anshu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, what is brushing teeth? If you can just throw some light.
Okay, so the one thing we were discussing previous week was that this idea inside us that children or anybody should every day morning brush and then only eat something. So that is how when I used to push my daughter for brushing teeth, and like she doesn't have an interest in brushing her teeth, and she doesn't think her teeth are dirty. So it was all my own fixation that if she doesn't brush her teeth, it will become dirty, or it will get some cavity or something like that. So what I can say is that it's all our idea only. If she's eating natural food and living natural lifestyle, teeth may not, mostly won't get dirty.
Yeah, primarily salads, Sahil. If you consume salad, then the teeth get brushed on its own. If you chew salad a lot, then it doesn't require any extra brushing. So having said that, coming to the point, that toothpaste is definitely not needed. It's just a creamy lubricant for brushing the teeth. There is nothing in the
And I can also share my experience that when we are eating some food, natural food, and when we are eating stimulated food, we can feel the difference in when we rub our teeth, we can feel the difference. So we ourselves can figure that out.
Yeah, Richa, you raised hand. Just we have 1 minute. So please go on. Yeah.
So usually we were talking about that senses. So pehle when I was graduating, तो मेरे को ऐसे loud music पसंद आता था, Punjabi songs and like. लेकिन now जब ऐसा loud music बजता है तो sometimes I notice कि मेरा heart beat बढ़ जाता है या फिर मुझे थोड़ा confusion होने लगता है. तो is it I am becoming natural or my senses are becoming more sensitive?
Natural. You're becoming natural.
Yeah.
You're becoming sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to end. Few seconds are there. So we'll keep on connecting next week also, probably at the same time, Wednesday 7 p.m. if no change is there. So, right. Good night then, all of you.
Good night. Yeah.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah.